Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, under God. My apologies. I got that wrong. Would we like to start again, please? Sorry. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible. Dylan, could you take this over?
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I just had a complete brain fart and lost the whole thing. Thank you. I apologize for that. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, but once you make a mistake, you can't clean it up in your head before you get to finish it. And that's what happened. Thank you, Dylan.
Your patriotism is not in question.
I appreciate that. It was quite embarrassing, though. Greg should be back momentarily, but in the meantime, we're going to skip a couple steps on the agenda and jump right into some of the administrative things. I'd like to focus on the Personnel Committee wage authorizations. We have a wage authorization for Cheryl Machete, the new Assistant Treasurer Collector. The request is for her to start at $21.71 per hour. According to, if I'm correct, that's the first step in the new Treasurer Collector position classification.
Correct, and she does have a bachelor's degree, so that's the minimum starting wage for that classification.
Okay. So, with that said, do we have a motion?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to approve the wage authorization for Cheryl Machete.
I second that motion. I call for a vote.
Dylan Clark, yes.
Matt Urban, yes. Next, we have a part-time police officer by the name of Jack Doobie. Chief Carbone is requesting that we approve the hire and the wage authorization of $15.31 per hour. Do I have a motion?
Yes, as soon as I find this here in my inbox.
It came in late with the most recent email from Jessica. Two different part-time officer wage authorizations came in a separate email.
Yes, here we are. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the wage authorization for Jack Doobie.
Okay. I second that. I call for a vote.
Clark, yes.
Matt Urban, yes. Next is another police department wage authorization. Matthew Matarosian will be taking a step up as a part-time police officer, moving up to step 7 at $18.82 an hour. Do I have a motion?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the wage authorization for Officer Matarosian.
I'll second that. Do we, I call for a vote?
Dylan Clark, yes.
Matt Urban, yes. Next item, again, trying to just stick to some of the maybe potentially less debatable items. We received a resignation for the planning board alternate position. Ralph Rogers submitted that, and my understanding is he's moving out of town. So he's giving us that notice. My recommendation would be that we do post it and wait till the next meeting to fill in the alternate. Give some people the opportunity, if they're interested, to submit an application to be on that as the planning board alternate. But I would like to consider, maybe reach out to Tony Mobilio. I believe he was the one that submitted an application when we chose Ralph. If he's still interested, I probably would, personally, I would suggest giving him the position, but I still want to make sure that we allow for other applications to be received for us to review. What are your thoughts, Dylan?
Yeah, that sounds entirely reasonable to me.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we request Jessica Sizer to post the opening and advise people to submit an application, potentially either on Facebook or the website. Probably both would be beneficial. And then we'll revisit appointing a new person at the position at the next meeting.
Well, was this a motion?
It was a motion to, as a group, we would ask Jessica Sizer to post it, and then we'll revisit the appointment in 2 weeks.
Great. Second.
Call for a vote.
Dylan Clark, yes.
Matt Urban, yes. Jessica, are we going to postpone the town report dedication due to the weather?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what Greg requested.
All right. Do you mind presenting or discussing the town election warrant that's before the board tonight? Give a quick summary, Jessica.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just bring it up on my screen. So April 5th, there is the annual town election, and as with every election, the select board has to approve the warrant. And let me just pull up the warrant for this one. Because I know there's quite a few positions on the ballot this April. Yes. So we have one spot for a moderator, which is a 1-year term, one spot for a selectman for a 3-year term, one spot for an assessor for a 3-year term, one spot for a Board of Health member for a 3-year term, one spot for a water commissioner for a 3-year term, one spot for a sewer commissioner for a 3-year term, one spot for a Barre Housing Authority member for a 5-year term, one spot for a Felton Field commissioner for a 3-year term, 2 spots for library trustee members for 3-year terms, one spot for a planning board associate member for a 1-year term, one spot for a planning board member for a 5-year term, and 2 spots for Quabbin Regional School Committee members for 3-year terms. And that's what's on the ballot for this upcoming April.
Just as a reminder to those that are either watching or will watch this later, you can still pull nomination papers up until the February 11th. Those include a list where you need to get a minimum of 23 signatures. It's advised you get up to 32 total that are available on the signature slot. And those have to be returned back to the clerk's office no later than February 16th in order to actually have the, is it the election commission? Or there's a group that, I forget, verify the signatures?
Yeah, I forget the
Board of
name
Registrars.
of them. Yes, the Board of Registrars, that's that's who the town clerk works with.
So if you're interested in running for any one of these positions, you need to contact the clerk's office before February 11th in order to get your nomination papers and return the same before February 16th. We always can use new people and people interested in participating in your local government. So it's important for those to help our town keep moving forward. Other than that, I know Greg just stepped in. I'll give you a quick little summary. We pretty much went through wage authorizations. And recognized the resignation of the planning board alternate of Ralph Rogers. We voted just to ask Jessica to post that opening for more applications, and in 2 weeks we'll revisit and hopefully appoint the replacement. That's what Dylan and I thought would be a good recommendation. I recommended that we look at the fact that Tony Mobilio, if he's still interested, did submit the application the last time. So from my perspective, that would be my recommendation this time, but the only real action we took was just to ask Jessica to post it to receive new applications, and then we'll revisit it in 2 weeks to go from there. Currently, Greg, we're reviewing the annual town election warrant. We kind of Jessica just read out the positions available. I just did a summary how to get on the ballot if you're interested. And if you want, you can either take over or I'll finish this.
No, I said why don't you carry on, Matt? My internet connections was killing me here. It dropped me out 2 more times just trying to connect in now. So in the event that I may vanish tonight, why don't you continue to chair this meeting, and I'll just participate.
Okay. So based on the summary of the warrant and a little further discussion, does somebody have a motion they want to provide for the warrant?
I make a motion we accept and publicize this town warrant as listed.
Second that motion, please.
Any further discussion? Call for a vote.
John Clark, yes.
Matt Urban, yes. With that said, now that we have all the members available for an executive session, someone like to make a motion to go into executive session?
Are we done with the rest of the regular business first, Matt? Or?
No, but my understanding is there wasn't any follow-up to the executive session, and I didn't know if we wanted to keep our town council, labor council sitting on the phone the whole time. Would you rather us go through the rest of the stuff?
Yeah, this should be quick.
Okay.
This should be quick then, as long as people know. I don't know if we have anybody in. I just got on here, so
right now, just the key members of the executive session are actually participating outside of BCTV, who's just recording it. And if I'm correct, he'll jump back in when we go to public. So when it gets published on TV, they'll get the whole open meeting before and after the executive session.
All right.
So
we're just here for this memorandum.
Yes, Kim?
I'm sorry, I was going to say, I do just have another executive session I have to pop into, so if they text me, I might have to pop out of this meeting into that one and then come back. Yours is quicker, but I just wanted to let you know I'm bouncing between 2 board meetings tonight.
Do you have a feeling that if we act on yours now, it's better, or do you think it might be better to wait?
If you act on mine now, it would be better, because if I'm in theirs when you're ready for me, theirs is going to take longer than yours. Yours will probably take only a handful of minutes.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we go into executive session, Mass General Law 30A, Section 21A, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining, police union.
I'll second that motion, please.
Second the motion.
I'll also clarify that when we exited executive session, we will be coming back to open meeting and continue with the rest of the agenda items. Call for a vote.
O'Sullivan's yes.
Clark, yes.